Hey there, fight fans. Today in this video, Dricus Du Plessis has now challenged Sean Strickland.
Right now, what I think should happen is me and Strickland fight for the belt, and I honestly believe I am the guy. I'll beat Strickland, and I am going to beat Strickland. I'm going to be the world champion.
Guys, I already broke my belt. You're broke! You're fucking poor!
Conor McGregor sent shockwaves throughout the MMA world with a very cryptic hint at a potential move to the middleweight division following Sean Strickland's stunning title win over Israel Adesanya. And that's not all. This time, the Irishman challenged the current UFC featherweight title holder Alexander Volkanovski. Also in this video, Khabib Nurmagomedov will be making a special appearance at UFC 294 to show support for Islam Makhachev in his highly anticipated rematch against Charles Oliveira. Khabib believes that this will be a challenging fight for Islam, but before we dive into today's content, I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you who have been a part of our channel's journey. We have now hit a remarkable milestone of 60,000 subscribers. So again, sincerely, thank you very much. Now, Du Plessis couldn't contain his emotions and took to social media to label Strickland's win over Adesanya as a true upset. He also acknowledged Strickland's victory and proclaimed himself as the #1 contender. According to him, he is ready to settle this matter inside the octagon anytime and anywhere. Recently, Du Plessis declined to fight with Israel Adesanya, paving the way for Strickland's title opportunity. This decision made the UFC 293 bout in Sydney even more remarkable, as Strickland started as an underdog, but ultimately triumphed over the champion Adesanya, securing the belt. Even the reaction of UFC President Dana White has also garnered a lot of attention. White confirmed that Adesanya would receive an immediate rematch, but at the same time, he hinted that Du Plessis could have taken the chance for a title fight.
For Sean, he has the opportunity to say, okay, I'll do you again, get paid a shit ton of money, because he'll be on pay-per-view points, become a millionaire overnight, and then finally, once and for all, close the book on Israel Adesanya and then move on to the rest of the division.
I think I would rather see Israel take his chances with the winner of Sean Strickland and Du Plessis, or the winner of Apollo Costa versus Hamzat Chimaev. That's going to be the way you're going to be able to entice and really start getting the middleweight division to actually move. But right now, guys, I'm known as an Israel Adesanya hater. I'm not hater. Daniel Cormier feels the same way. A lot of people feel the same way. Let the middleweight division move on.
I talked to Sean Strickland. He was like, DC, I promise you, I didn't think that the fight was going to be like that. He felt like, he said, I was having my way with him. He goes, I don't understand. But one thing he did say that was very key, he goes, but in the rematch, he said, in the rematch, because I imagine there's going to be a rematch. He goes, I think it'll be harder.
DC, shut up. Now, we have a different king at the middleweight division, Sean Strickland. What does he do now? You have Paulo Costa, which Paulo Costa fights totally different than Israel Adesanya. You have, what's the gentleman's name? I can't even think of it. It's Paulo Costa's next opponent.
That was something that's information we didn't have a week ago. So if we're going to rematch the fight, and you think Izzy's going to win, and he is currently a favorite at DraftKings right now, then I'm asking you one of two questions.
I already broke my belt. But I have a solution. Good as new.
Now, all of this has added a lot of intrigue and tension to the world of the UFC, raising many questions about future matchups in the middleweight division. Will Dricus Du Plessis truly be next in line? And can he prove that he deserves a shot at the middleweight title against Sean Strickland? Strickland's unexpected victory at UFC 293, where he dethroned Adesanya as the middleweight champ, has undoubtedly reshaped the landscape of the 185-pound division. Now, as you might recall, McGregor had previously promised to beat Michael Chandler, Justin Gaethje, and then Nate Diaz, but has recently expressed interest in a fight with Sean Strickland.
Chandler next December, and then Gaethje BMF, and then we'll do Nate. I know your man KSI is in the crowd, yeah? And he couldn't box eggs if he worked in an egg boxing factory. So if he wants to get in here, I'll give him a final, bare knuckle if he wants.
So why is he getting on the microphone and calling out KSI?
But that is not all. This time, the Irishman has challenged the current UFC featherweight title holder Alexander Volkanovski and second-ranked pound-for-pound champion. Now, taking to Twitter shortly after Strickland's historic win, McGregor reacted to a post-fight interview from the new middleweight king with the following comment: "I give him less than a month for trading that motor in." Fans on Twitter responded with enthusiasm, with one suggesting that McGregor should move up to 185 pounds in order to seize this opportunity. McGregor added fuel to the speculation by responding, "No mess, I'd fancy it." Now, McGregor is expected to make his highly anticipated return to the octagon against Michael Chandler, but the question is, what weight class will they be fighting at? But as we already said, this time the Irishman also challenged the current UFC featherweight title holder Alexander Volkanovski, and his response was pretty quick, saying, "Let's do it at UFC 300, Conor." Well, sometimes it seems that McGregor himself doesn't know who he wants to fight, but what do you guys think about all of this? Leave your thoughts down in the comments, and moving on. The world of mixed martial arts is all abuzz with excitement as it's been confirmed that Khabib Nurmagomedov will be making a special appearance at UFC 294 in order to show his support for Islam Makhachev in this very highly anticipated rematch against Charles Oliveira. The announcement has sparked a lot of intrigue and anticipation among fans worldwide. Shamil Zavarov, the president of Eagle FC and Khabib's cousin, shed some light on Khabib's role in Makhachev's corner, stating that while Khabib may not serve as a full-fledged coach, he will be present during the preparation, offering guidance and insights to Makhachev. Now, as you already know, the Makhachev-Oliveira fight is set to headline UFC 294, and the stakes could not be any higher. Khabib has expressed his belief that the second fight could be even more perilous for Makhachev, as Oliveira has nothing to lose. Will the rematch be more difficult than the first fight? Well, there will be a lot more risk for Islam. Oliveira has nothing to lose, he has already lost. I think it won't be an easy fight for both of them. But for Islam, the second fight will be more difficult than the first. This is my personal opinion, said the former champ. Now, as the MMA world eagerly awaits UFC 294, Khabib Nurmagomedov's presence at the event also promises to make it even more memorable and a meaningful event for many fans. It is clear to everyone that Khabib's support and mentorship hold immense value for Islam Makhachev. So, just stay tuned to see how everything unfolds, and we will be sure to keep you updated on any rumors and developments. All we ask from you is that you help to support the channel by liking and subscribing, which motivates us to continue creating engaging and informative videos. So thank you very much for your support.